So many problems for people in the Northeast. For starters, nearly 370,000 people have been ordered to evacuate their homes in New York City. With the Hurricane Irene approaching, it's going to cause plenty of problems for the Big Apple, as you can imagine. News Channel 5 has coverage you can count on. We are live in New York City this morning. Our Giovanna Deerpick joins us live from Manhattan. And Giovanna, what's the latest from your viewpoint there?
Good morning, Mike. Well, we are indeed here on the West Side Highway in Midtown Manhattan for you New Yorkers out there, or those of you who like to visit New York. Now, we're standing here in front of the Circle Line Center. This is, of course, the place where you can catch a Circle Line cruise ship, where you can see the iconic Statue of Liberty. Now, of course, today you won't see any Statue of Liberty sightings because the Circle Line cruise has been shut down. That's because of Hurricane Irene coming to this area. Now walk with me over here. You see this brown building over here? Many people will recognize that as the New York Waterway Ferry Terminal. Now I know I took it many times before. Basically it connects New York to New Jersey and back for about an 8-minute ride. Well, that place has also been shut down. I walked down there, and of course they're not going to be sending any ferries out onto the Hudson River today. So that's what's going on there in terms of transportation. Now back out here, I have to tell you that we are talking about debris a lot today, and as you see right here behind me, they're going at it right now. Security is pulling away these tables and chairs because when there is a severe weather situation, they can serve as projectile missiles in the air. Very dangerous. That's why we always suggest that you put away your lawn furniture, your patio furniture, and that's exactly what they're doing right here. Of course, this is the Hudson River right here behind me. The water is pretty calm right now. It feels pretty calm out in the air, but we know that in several hours it's going to be vicious, that it's going to be coming up over here onto the streets. Now, a lot of people have been preparing for Hurricane Irene. How? Well, I know that my sister, she was all over town yesterday, going from grocery store to grocery store, trying to get those basics, things like bread, water, batteries, that sort of thing. What was she greeted with? Bare shelves, long lines. She was telling me that at one store, let's say that this is the front of the line where you have the cash registers, and all the way at the end you have the meat department. She said that the line stretched all the way down to the meat department. She said some tempers were flaring. She almost witnessed a fight in front of her. Another interesting thing that she noticed is that she was looking at people and they seemed a little unsure of what to buy. That's understandable because a lot of New Yorkers aren't used to hurricanes. They're definitely used to snowstorms, but not hurricanes, so they may be a little tentative or unsure of what to buy. So she said that she noticed people looking in their neighbor's basket, kind of checking out to see what they bought, thinking, I guess, that, okay, maybe my neighbor knows better. What did I miss? What's not on my checklist? And so she noticed that a lot as well. She also saw a lot of people buying meat, which is kind of unusual because if the power goes out, no electricity, no refrigeration. So she thought that maybe they were a little unsure about that as well. Of course, then again, maybe they were just trying to get that one last really good meal in case there's a power outage situation. So people are preparing in a whole lot of different ways. We know that at noon, the mass transportation system is going to be shut down. So you're not going to be seeing any buses like this one right here. You're not going to be seeing that. You're not going to be able to ride the subway train, take the Long Island Railroad or anything like that as a safety precaution because we don't know exactly how severe the hit will be from Hurricane Irene. Of course, here on the West Side Highway, you see that there's traffic still right here. You see this bicyclist going down. You have a runner right here. You have a few people who are still enjoying the weather because I have to tell you, it's pretty nice right now. Not as many people as you would expect on a weekend, but as New Yorkers are, sometimes they like to just keep on going, do their own thing. So people are preparing in their own ways. That's the very latest from Midtown Manhattan.
Giovanna, just a quick question for you. You, of all people, would know you worked in New York City before. We're talking about in about 4.5 hours, the subway system shutting down. Even anybody who hasn't been in New York would know that that is going to have a massive effect there. You see anybody maybe scrambling to get those last subways in, and what kind of scene are you expecting?
Well, as far as mass transportation, we haven't seen the effects quite yet. We don't expect to see, any buses out here on the streets or anything like that. Now, the thing is, we don't know when the service is going to be back up and running. I was talking to a bus driver, and he was telling me, he's had some people riding the bus today. He said as long as it's going to be offered, people will be riding it. But, of course, when it gets shut down, when it gets cut off, there's no service. This is New York. This place is known for mass transit, so people don't have cars here and they do rely on the mass transit system to get around. So as long as it's available, they're going to be using it. So basically, that's what we think we can expect.